Good afternoon, Bahrain elementary students. Do you know where I am? I am out on the playground and I am in my favorite piece of equipment on our playground. I am on our space shuttle and I am tucked inside, ready to share with you a story about a mousetronaut. A mousetronaut. And what a better place to read our story about a mousetronaut but in a spaceship. So let's take a look and see about this story. It was written by an astronaut, Mark Kelly. So a real astronaut wrote about this story, and it was illustrated by C.F. Payne. Let's see what our story has to tell us. Now, interesting, on the cover page, let me show you. It says that this is based on a partially true story. I wonder, when they use the word partially, meaning that some of the things are true, I wonder if it's based on the life and experiences of the real astronaut, Mark Kelly. I bet maybe he used some of the things that he's done in his life as an astronaut to help him write this story. Well, there's our astronaut. He's got his astronaut suit on. Oh, he's got his astronaut friends that work with him. And then it looks like there's some scientists here taking notes, getting information. It says, and I'm going to turn around so we can see the book with the sun. Oh, it's so nice that there's sun out. It says the space shuttle is set for a launch and the astronauts are doing their last-minute training to prepare for the mission. Oh, so this is training. I gotta tell you, check it out. Whoa, I wore my orange astronaut suit just like their astronaut suits. I feel very special. Let's see what else happens in our story. I wonder if these guys are going to get to go on a special mission, because the book is titled Mousetronaut. NSA is sending along some special guests for this flight, and they are also in training. Oh, look, this one guy, he's doing some push-ups. He's getting strong muscles. This guy's on the treadmill doing some exercise. And this one is walking upstairs. They all have tasks to do. Oh, there's our astronaut again. He must really like his friends. It says the mouse is smaller than all the rest. His name is Meteor. Oh, one mouse is smaller. The other mice know he won't be chosen for this important mission. But someone has his eye on Meteor, and he's impressed with the little mouse's hard work. Oh, is that him right there? Is he the smallest of all? Oh, look at those other mice. I'm a little worried that they may not be saying some very nice things about Meteor. The shuttle commander announces that 6 mice will be selected for the flight. He picks 5 of the biggest, strongest mice. Oh, but the 6th spot, to everyone's surprise, he chooses Meteor. Oh, I'm so glad he's going. And he looks surprised too. He's a little shocked. All 6 are taken to their new home, a special cage called a mouse hotel. The other mice are nervous as the countdown begins, but not Meteor. Oh, look at him. Can you tell on their faces? The way he's holding his hands, that gives me an indication that he might be a little worried. But look at Meteor. Meteor is smiling. He's got his arms crossed. He's like, I got this. Oh, say it with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What comes next? Lift off. And there that rocket space shuttle goes, lifting off. At first, the mice are pressed flat against their cages by the power of l'avalanche. But then the pressure goes away. The other mice cling to their cage in terror. Look at that. Why do you think they're clinging to their cage in terror? What do we know happens in space? But not Meteor. He loves the feeling of weightlessness. Oh, look, he's just bouncing up and down, giggling and laughing. He's having a great time. Hey, little guy, the commander says, you're a natural, a real live Mousetronaut. He loves his great attitude. There they are in the control center. Up, there's our mouse. Meteor is taken from his cage and gets a tour of the shuttle. He can even see the Earth way off in a distance. Oh, now the other mice didn't get that special treatment. Wow, Meteor is getting treated kind of special. Maybe it's because he's not scared. The astronauts are very busy during their 14-day flight. There are spacewalks to take and experiments to conduct. Oh, look at they're out there in space walking around. Ooh, looks like he's got a special little, almost like a little hoverboard. That reminds me of those hoverboards that were really popular a couple years ago. I tried one of those out in the mall when I went to Dubai. But what can Meteor do to help? Wonder what a mouse might be able to do up in space that would be helpful. Then, while answering email, one of the astronauts notices the key to the control panel stuck between the monitors. When he tries to get it out, it accidentally gets wedged farther down. Oh, look at the surprise on his face. And now our astronaut's trying to fix it. This isn't good, said the commander. We'll need that key back. One astronaut tries to move the monitor. It doesn't budge. Ooh, oh, look, can you see? It's way down in there. They can't get their fingers. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of something when it falls down in the side of my car by my seatbelt and I can't get it out. I have the same problem. One other tries to, oh, we already read that. Another slips her fingers into the crack, but the key is stuck down too deep. One even tries pushing it out with a long piece of metal, but with no luck, no one can reach it. I'm getting an idea. Oh, I think possibly someone's going to be able to help. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're a little worried. Let's read over here. It says, the astronauts are getting worried. Oh, I was right. But as they discuss the problem, A tiny figure has an idea. Oh, do you see my little tiny figure? Oh, what do you think? Being the smallest isn't a bad thing, Meteor said to himself. Maybe I can be useful on this flight. Now we know that that key is somewhere down in that crack, all the way back behind that control panel right here. See that crack that runs right along the edge? Ooh. And maybe Meteor is the mouse to do it. Uh-oh, look at him go. Look at him squeeze himself into that little crack. And look what he's after. Meteor squeezes his way into the crack. The space is dark and cramped, but Meteor spots the key and tugs on it with all his might. Look at those happy faces. Oh, look what Meteor has in his hands. Hey, look at what our tiny friend has done, the commander says. He's saved the mission. Oh, so many happy faces. Look at this. Oh, Meteor is getting some huge attention. He is a hero. When the shuttle returns to Earth, Meteor is declared a hero. Oh, I guessed that word. He's even given a brand new uniform and an official title of Mousetronaut. All the astronauts cheer and applaud, but Meteor is always thinking about his next big mission. Oh, look at him. He's so proud, so excited. And then there's a great story at the end of the book called Afterwards from our author, who was in fact an astronaut. You know what? I'm going to read you what he tells us. Here's what he says. He said that I flew with mice during my first flight on the Space Shuttle Endeavour. Just as NASA takes care of its human astronauts, animals are treated with special consideration for their needs. Special cages are constructed with mesh that the mice could grip with their toes. Pressurized water containers and compressed food were installed, and a waste containment system was created to keep things clean. During my first flight in 2001, there were 18 mice on board. All of them, with one exception, clung to the inside of the mesh during the entire mission. Ooh, I think I know where he got his idea. One mouse, smaller than the rest, seemed to enjoy the experience and effortlessly floated around the cage. The story of Mousetronaut is inspired by that mission. We all watched him as he enjoyed the feeling of being weightless. I started to think about that mouse and what it would be like to have him as part of our crew. The real mouse stayed in the research cage through the mission, but he is what I based this story on. The experience is partially a true story. So interesting. He had some mice on his mission, and believe it or not, one of the mice loved being in space and floating around. Well, I hope that you enjoyed what I also noticed was a New York bestseller, Mousetronaut, written by a real astronaut, inspired by some real things that happened to him when he was up in space with mice. And I look forward to reading our next story together. I have to tell you, I think I might be stuck in my cage, because as I look around, I'm not sure how I actually got in here. And now I'm not sure how I'm actually going to get out. Wish me luck, because I may be out here all spring break, stuck in my space shuttle cage. Have a great day, boys and girls.